Beautiful morning, you're the sunshine morning bird, not in the water. Okay, so some super facts. First, on the contrary, I packed the Mac Millie. Does Eric Kim know how to rap? The answer is yes. Some more funny thoughts. This is for the U.S. military, right? So you got a legion of nerds playing Call of Duty, League of Legends, WoW, It's like, how do you get them to be a real manly men and join the military, right? So some thoughts. Some taglines like one, become the hero. What's the saying? Marines fight to win? That's actually pretty good, right? So actually, if the military wants to get more people to enlist or what else, right? You kind of need to make it look like a video game. I mean, like study video game marketing language and ideologies and the philosophies. So actually, a lot of people, especially men, they just want to be like, I think they want to they want to essentially become like, you want to become the hero. You want to have this like role-playing adventure questing. You want to get the loot and the booty, right? And just like think about Diablo. So why do people play Diablo? The Diablo, like even my one of my best friends, Stephanie, right? Like a 35-year-old woman, same age as me, right? Like I'm married yet. She's like playing Diablo 4 with her friends. I'm like, what's like a 35-year-old, currently single woman playing Diablo 4 with her friends? I'm like, what? So I think, and even my younger sister Jennifer plays it, right? So, and also my sister plays some. She used to play WoW. She stopped. It's just like, I guess it's like people want a social life, right? So some things to consider. One is like camaraderie, and I'm just talking about men because I'm not a woman. So one, seeking some sort of like male kinship and camaraderie. And actually one of the best things about being in like elementary, middle school, high school was, all my dude friends, right? Like I'm like a little bit of two minds because I see all these basic kids. I don't want Sen to be around these basic kids, but at the same time, like, do unto your kids how you wish, like treat your kids the way that you wish that you were treated when you was a kid, and also help them indulge in the things that you enjoy when you was a kid. So for example, I had so much fun with all my homies. Shout out to my friends Spencer, Jonathan, Aditya, Rainbow Crew in New York, Christopher Benzan, David Hahn, Stephen Chan, Stephen Pai, all the homies. And therefore, as a consequence, I don't know, friendship is pure, friendship is golden. And actually in ancient Roman Greek times, like women, wives, spouses, I don't know, concubines, whatever, never mentioned. It's just men with other men. It's not like, and then people always think it's like homo. It's like, no, it's not like, it's not gay or anything. It's like, it was just the attitudes towards male kinship was kind of seen as the peak. So even notions of like quote unquote virtue was nothing but like, essentially, virtus, like kind of man. So effectively being a man virtue was to be a true man, manliness, the art of manliness. So real men need real men friends, right? Even the notion of platonic, and actually I have a lot, like some of my best friends are women too. It's like platonic relationships. Like it is possible for a man to have really good female friends without wanting to have sex with them. Like if anything, the whole. Oh wow! Look at the new Toyota Crown Panda Edition. Yo, this is super fire. Oh wow, Panda. Got broads in Atlanta. Yeah, actually that's a good look. The white car with a black hood and gloss. Another pro tip for the Testras: gloss black is a good Toyota Crown. Except that stupid shifter knob. I hate that knob. Just get rid of the shifter knobs, guys. Toyota, get rid of the knobs. Yo, the back of this looks super gangsta. Actually, hybrid max, so I have no idea how this technology works. So it's like, why do you call it platinum? That's like so cheesy. Don't call it like hybrid max. Ain't nobody know what that means. So actually, one of the big downsides of Tesla designs is like the super ugly plastic trim around the car. It just looks so cheap. I mean, even though I'm a big fan of once again, Toyota. You listening to this, right? You see that handle, that ugly ass plastic, just painted gloss black. See, like even this is where I guess even a Prius is better than a Tesla, right? You see that trim is like they painted it gloss black, looks way better, whereas the Tesla Model Y and X has this like ugly ass plastic trim. It's so ugly. Like if you buy a Tesla, just paint that shit black, gloss black. It's a much better idea. So even design critique of the Crown, right? This plastic trim here, also plastic, super ugly. Even like what the new electric thing car here, gloss black edges. Good idea. Yeah. So, anyways, so what are we talking about? I always get distracted. It's so funny. People's like, "Oh, it's bad to get distracted." I'm like, "Oh no, some getting distracted loopholes." Another critique of the new GR, right? Yo, why are these headlights so ugly and boring? Gotta make it sexier. The headlights are really important, and also like even though the car is a great car, the GR86, like the back of the car just looks so lame. Even this, right? This like plastic trim, paint that shit matte, gloss black, or just paint it yourself, right? Yeah, so, another pro tip. The only entrepreneurs or peoples or whatevs to trust are the ones who drive Toyota Priuses. Why? Because we got nothing to prove. And super facts, the person who done pulled out the $150 million Holmby Hills mansion, what car would they drive in? White Toyota Prius. And think about it this way, like, if it was a true trillionaire, right? Like, you don't want to be driving around in a Rolls, someone's gonna jack you, right? You want to be in the most like nondescript, low-key car like Honda Civic, Toyota Prius, like. Even actually think about it this way, like let's say you live in the hood, right? And you don't want your car getting broken into. Yeah, certainly you don't want to be driving what else? Actually, this is a funny thought. If you live in Inglewood, you live in Compton, you live in the hood, right? Maybe the best car is just get a Cybertruck. This, probably people are not gonna want to break into that. I don't even think you can, right? Cybertruck's gonna take over. Even my traditional Roth IRA or investment, whatever is all vested in Tesla. Yeah, Cybertruck is the future. I'm like, the only reason I wouldn't want to personally own one though is that like my parking spots in LA are super tiny. It's like good luck fitting a Cybertruck in parallel parking. But you live in the burbs or somewhere else, good idea. Otherwise, just used old Toyota Prius. And if someone jacks it, steals it, ain't no big deal because I got it for free $99, right? And I actually have another secret heuristic too, is that like, and also like some of the guy, right? Like one of my workshop students did a private tutorings, right? Super rich, does something like oil with the Saudis or something, right? American guy, right? He used to be into Ferraris, like part of the Ferrari Collectors Club. He had like 10 or 15 of them. And after a while, he just kind of got over it. And then his passion is actually photography, street photography. And instead, he just sold all of his cars and just drives like a Lexus RX SUV instead. And the Lexus is interesting because it's probably the best quality car you could buy with the most superior interior quality materials without being too flashy, because like driving a Lexus is not a big deal anymore. It's not like people kind of oogle it versus driving like a more flashy car. So, and apparently, and also, Rolls-Royce is owned by BMW. So, Rolls-Royce as a brand is essentially it's like a BMW on steroids. A Rolls-Royce Ghost or Phantom whatevs. It's just like, essentially it's just a BMW 7 Series with suicide doors. I mean, if you really want a cool car, maybe there needs to be a conversion kit where you put suicide doors on a 7 Series and you create like a peekaboo with the emblem. Shout out to Pusha T. Actually, in terms of rappers, the only good ones are like, I think Pusha T is probably the most underrated rapper. He's probably one of the best. Anti Drake is just Drake was the dude in Degrassi. Don't trust him. Pusha T is the one. It's like playing peekaboo with the emblem. And I saw it. Yeah. Anyways, don't trust it. And actually, in fact, it's like if you really like. And the funny thing too is like, what do we really want in a car? So at the end of the day, guys, what's gangsta? Especially live in LA. MPG is gangsta. Never having to fill up your car. And if you actually had more money than God and you're living in LA, that is, you want the maximally convenient lifestyle. Actually, truth be told, probably the best car to get is like a white Toyota Prius Prime because, one, let's say you have a charging thing at the house, right? Even if you just have a typical electric outlet, I mean, the average person in Los Angeles is not going to be driving more than like 20 miles a day, right? Because of traffic. So in theory, you could just drive it 100% charge all the time. Two, there's definitely enough parking spots and lots that have the EV charging thing, so you could just always charge up. And three, if you always like just need a quick filler upper, right? You can just fill up your tank in like 5 seconds versus waiting for 30 minutes at a Tesla supercharger, right? I guess nuances include like if you live in LA and you have a house, like you own your house or condo or something, and then you install the supercharger, high-speed charger thing at your house, then in theory you never have to charge. So I guess that's a good option. But I still think, okay, so like, what is the best car? The best car is certainly like probably a Tesla Model S Plaid. I mean, until you beat 1.99 seconds, you ain't gonna be better. But still, the downside of the Tesla Model S, especially driving around here in LA, so many of the streets are so narrow, and therefore, as a fact, you gotta get through some skinny corners. You want a slim car. So in that sense, like if you wanted a Tesla, having like, I guess like a Model 3 makes more sense because it's just smaller, you get around. But then the problem with the Tesla Model 3 is it's too small, and then the trunk is not a hatchback. Having a hatchback is better. So I guess you could get the Tesla Model Y, but I done test drove the Tesla Model Y, and I actually really didn't like it because this weird crossover SUV, like this mini SUV segment cars are terrible cars because they're not fun to drive because you're like awkwardly a little bit too high off the ground. And typically, according to physics, right, you want a fun car, you want to be as low to the ground as possible, right? Like think about race cars, right? So any car that's elevated like an SUV is bad. But you also, Tesla Model I don't like it. Then Tesla Model X is cool because it's the biggest Tesla. I think it's the biggest Tesla, right? It's like you want to be homeless and live in your Tesla. Getting a used Tesla Model X is probably the best way to live off the grid, right? But once again, like because it's kind of big and wide, getting skinny is not easy. So that's why still the Prius Prime in white, because living in Los Angeles, your car gets dirty, is good because it's like the best car that's like compact and skinny enough that you can make it through the tight corners. And also like, MPGs is gangsta because like at the end of the day, can't be effed having to refill your things all the time. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is, check out the platform park in Culver. This place is great. Apple's buying out Culver, so buy property in Culver. Oh, another thought I had about real estate, location is probably the most critical thing. Oh, also checked out Margot, the nice restaurant on 3rd Street of the platform. Super beautiful view, lovely and nice. Yeah, check it out. EK approved. Yeah, it's like it's like, what is the next step of Eric Kim's, like Eric Kim Los Angeles lifestyle vlogger? And also the bathroom here is super good. 8850 is the code for the men's bathroom. So my pro tips, anytime anything otherwise you put on Yelp or the Google Maps, just post it to your own YouTubies or blog instead. All right, so super easy, 8850, yeah. Nice clean bathroom. You know, the new Eric Kim thing I'm gonna do, matte black, I'm gonna do is bathroom views. This is the most lit one. EK Catch Money Armor. Look at these. All right, this makes the most sense, right? Like, look, you wash your hands, and then it don't splash to the back. I'm like pretty passionate about that. Also another problem though, you get these fake matte black things. It always peels, so that's not good. But yeah, look at the bathroom. Look how clean it is. And also another pro tip too, peeing, right? This splash guard, pretty critical.